Hello students, this session we are going to discuss about the turning and grinding fixtures. We know that fixture is used to support, hold and locate the workpiece to a given position. This session the students can able to understand the turning different types of turning fixtures which is used in industry and what are all the grinding fixtures are there. First, we will discuss about the turning fixture, chuck jaw, collets, special jaws and expanding pads. We are already using 3 jaw, 4 jaw and collet chucks for holding the workpiece. Standard jaw like 3 jaw and 4 jaw chucks are widely used to hold work or process corresponding to a variety of operations. In turning fixture, first we are going to see about chuck jaws, collets, special jaws, then expanding pads. In industry, normally for holding workpiece, for turning operation, we have 3 jaw and 4 jaw chucks are there, collets also there, faceplate are using for irregular workpiece. Standard chuck jaws like the 3 jaw and 4 jaw chucks are widely used to hold the work process corresponding to the variety of applications. In the case of bar work, spring operated collets are used. However, chucks and collets, while fulfilling the majority of application, it may not be suitable for specific application as we are widely using these applications. As we are using jaws and collets, it will not be suitable for specific application, so that we have to go for some special jaws like expanding pads and special jaws. To overcome these limitations, we are going for special jaws or expanding pads. This picture shows the special jaws which is used for turning operation. Here we have serration to suit chuck, special jaws for hold casting. So this is for the workpiece. So casting piece. Here we have serrations are there. This view we can easily see that serrations mean this is a tooth-like profile to hold the work. And here again serrations to suit chuck. This is mainly for soft jaw board for second operation. So this is the special jaw. Next one is expanding picks. Expanding picks has a wedge. So it has a wedge shape which is pulled by a drawbar actuated mechanically or pneumatically. So drawbar is here. It is actuated by mechanical and pneumatical control. This in turn result in the 3 segments diametrically clamping the internal diameter of the component. Here we have 3 segments which holds the workpiece internal diameter, clamp the internal diameter of the workpiece. But in case of wide variety of job requiring mass production, specially designed turning fixtures are needed. So here we have segments, then here drawbar is there. So continuation with that, sliding cones are there. This is the body. Here we have fixed cone. Those clips are there to hold this body with this segment. We have pins are there. So this is the expanding pad. If we are going for the mass production, again we have to design the special design fixtures we have to design. Next one is special features of turning fixtures. In addition to general design features of fixtures, turning fixtures require following points. The fixtures along with the component should be perfectly balanced to avoid undesirable oscillation. The fixture should be free of any projections so that interference with tool post or cutting tool is avoided. So fixture should be free from projection. In view of this specific criterion, sliding V clamps are used. Wedge type edge clamps are used so that they do not protrude outside. So to avoid the projections, we can go for sliding V clamp and wedge type edge clamp, which will disturb the machining operations. So that we have to take in care. Fixture should be free from any projection. However, in certain case where the component itself has a large length, heel type clamp can be adapted. So to avoid unwanted projection, we can go for V clamp, sliding V clamp, wedge type edge clamp, and sometimes using heel type clamps. Whenever fixtures are used in more than one machine, back plate have to be used. Back plate, which is placed in between headstock and fixture. This is the back plate. We have the headstock and this is the fixture body, and are either fastened to the flange of the spindle or screwed to the spindle directly as shown in figure. So it is directly screwed to the spindle. Okay, so this is the front view, this is side view. Fixture mounted on the back plate with screwed to the spindle of headstock. This figure shows the turning fixture for boring a bearing house. This is the bearing house. It has a sliding V clamp. Here V clamp is there. So this we are going to machine. So this is fixed here. This component is fixed here. Here V block is there. A balancing weight is also shown in figure. Side view we have the balancing weight. Okay, component to be faced, so which is fixed here. Counter balancing weight is there. Such fixtures may be mounted on back plate or face plate. Next one is grinding fixture. Grinding fixtures are generally classified for carrying out of the following operation: surface grinding, external cylindrical grinding, internal cylindrical grinding. In surface grinding, the reciprocating motion of the grinder removes the material from the top of the surface of the component. Surface grinding, the reciprocating motion of the grinder removes the material from the top of all the components placed in the fixer. So the workpiece is fixed on the fixture. Then we have the reciprocating motion of the grinder to remove the small amount of material. The fixture in this case is a simple device with a sliding jaw clamping the components on the other side of the fixture, which are rigid and fixed. So we have jaws and clampers are there to mount the workpiece properly. The clamping could be effected either by screw movement or cam or by pneumatic pressure. External cylindrical grinding operation. In external cylindrical grinding operation, a number of components are mounted on mandrel which rotates between centers. So we have two centers. Here the mandrel is there. 6 components are mounted on this mandrel. The driving peg transmits the rotation to the mandrel. So this is the driving peg which transmits the rotation to the mandrel. A quick acting sheave washers and nut affect the clamping. So here sheave type washers are used for clamping. So this is the external cylindrical grinding. Internal cylindrical grinding. The fixture is mounted on the headstock of the grinding machine. The component is mounted on the fixture after locating with respect to the locator. Clamping is done by external heel type clamper. So this is what the component brought to be ground. So this is fixed here. This side is fixed by means of, both the sides are fixed by means of locating pin, and sometimes heel type clampers also used for internal cylindrical grinding. So internally we have to make a grinding operation. Then this is the reference book. From that I collected the material. So from this we can able to know the different types of turning fixture and grinding fixture. Happy learning.